Hey, it's Yardis, and Nameless Deity is far from the hardest boss. He's genuinely just some guy in comparison to the hardest Infernum bosses, for example Escal and Nighttime Providence. God forbid you're no-hitting, then he's barely mid-tier. For example, it took me more attempts to no-hit Infernum Deerclops than it did to no-hit Nameless Deity. He has no especially hard attacks and everything is well telegraphed. The only difficulty that he really has is that he kind of destroys your eyes. By all means, I'm not saying that he's easy, unless you're pretty good at the game already. He's just far from the hardest. I'm tired of people pretending that Nameless Deity is some superior being that's just leagues above everything else. I haven't no-hit him until now because I just thought it'd be boring to do so, and I was right. I wasn't really feeling the same spark as other no-hits. It didn't feel rewarding to pursue. Yet people kept begging me to fight him as if he was the biggest challenge in gaming. People rate him harder than Infernum Scowl and Eternity Mutant, which, having beaten all three, he is by far the easiest. Don't get me started on Masochist Mutant either. That guy is universes stronger, and Legendary Mode or Get Fixed Boy makes him nearly impossible for most players to even imagine beating. Like right now, I'm literally smacking his booty with a broken slime staff and a nasty leather whip. Oh, but Yardis. That's because you're using Angelic Alliance and Demon Shade armor. Well, I'm glad your eyes are working, because this is true. But that's legitimately the only Shadow Spec gear I'm using. Fighting him with full on-tier gear genuinely just makes him way too easy for me. I'll show you after this fiasco of a terrible no-hit I did. I skipped a couple of attacks on accident because Nameless Deity is just too weak for baby slimes. Like, if you're simply a menacing Reforged player, you'll kill him way too fast. What the heck? This Nameless Deity of Light guy is weak as balls. I'm sorry, but it's just true. If you've played or seen any other hard mods, it's just true. I don't think Dominic intended for him to be hard in the first place either, just his Get Fixed Boy variant. But that version of him is just a meme and impossible to do without cheese. Cross-modding or changing it to classic mode like Brutus did. He hits like a wooden bow if you do that. Get Fixed Boy in classic mode is not Get Fixed Boy. It's not. He hasn't been done without cheese, teleporting, cross-modding, or cheating, and won't ever be because he's just impossible. I beg of you to prove me wrong. Please, please, man, I want to see someone kill Get Fixed Boy Nameless Deity, legit. We're coming up on a year, man, since its release, and not a single soul has given me a speckle of evidence of him being possible. You can't dodge the gun attack, and you can't dodge the galaxies without cheating. You can't. The bullet teleports inside of your orifices. You can't run away from it. I've tried everything. Trust me, please, man. I spent every day for weeks on this guy. I know him better than you probably. And then for his final desperation phase attack, you can just walk back and forth slightly to dodge all those galaxies, or newborn galaxies he calls them. You can be butt-ass naked, balls out, and everything. And he can't kill you if you just walk slightly and dodge the telegraph that is on screen for 50 minutes. And then God forbid you optimize your gear slightly, he dies in like 2 minutes. And God forbid you're playing Infernum mode and cross mod and bring Kevin, he dies in 128. Nameless Deity isn't that hard. I'm sorry.